What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna test out Bodycam on the FIREBAT mini PC. Now, to be perfectly honest, I don't think this is gonna run well. I mean, the Ally X was able to get around 25 to 40 FPS, but that was just on one map. I'm sure there are different maps that some are decent, some aren't, but like for FPS I mean, but some might be a lot harder to run. But hey, we're still gonna try this out. And I'm just gonna use my damn wireless keyboard and mouse because controller does not seem to want to work very well in this game. I had thought in fact that it didn't even support controller, but according to Steam it does. But then I tried to jump into the game with the Ally X and I was able to move around and whatnot, and shoot my gun, but I could not look at all. My right thumbstick did nothing. Then I accidentally hit a button and it brought up that Steam controller settings thing. And it's like, hey, do you want to use Steam input? And I was like, okay, let's try it. And then that at least let me move around, but it still wasn't getting the best FPS, so I didn't go and fight people or anything, but it just seemed like it was fighting me tooth and nail. And I did not want to join a game just to have people go, what the hell? Why is Vicious running around in a circle? What the fuck? Why is Vicious not helping? What the fuck, Vicious? You know, that's the kind of shit that gets my social anxiety into a downward spiral. I know I shouldn't let that shit bother me. I'm never gonna see these people ever again, but social anxiety isn't exactly logical. If I could snap my fingers and just get rid of it, I would, but I can't. Just doesn't work that way. But anyway, enough about all that. Let's try to hop into the game, look at some settings, and let's try to get some gameplay. Alright guys, well, unfortunately this game did the same thing to me as the first Ascendant. I tried to use OBS, and all it will do is give me a black screen and sound. So I guess we have to do this game the old-fashioned way too, but I have a feeling it's gonna run like shit, so we're probably not even gonna play against real people or anything anyway, just like on the other two things. I'll start doing that around like the whatchamacallit, Azushi 15 Advantage. But anyway, here's all the settings. Just I put everything as low as it could go. And if you've noticed, oh, and I also forgot, I also cannot use Afterburner. So far, this has probably been the most stressful, annoying game to try to get footage on, but I still want to do it for the person. I don't want to let them down, but so far it's been an absolute shit show on all these weaker devices, but let's be honest, most of these devices are probably just a little too weak to be playing this game anyway. I mean, even this is probably going to be terrible. I'm just going to go to the exact same place I did on the Steam Deck and the Ally X just to see, but that's pretty much that. Let's go hop ourselves into the game. Alright. Here we are in the game. I just did what I did on the Steam Deck and Ally and just hosted my own game. Here we go. So you can run and jump. Man, this is trippy. But yeah, hopefully you guys can see the frame rate counter. I had to use the Steam integrated one. Unfortunately, it doesn't really get much more than 40 FPS. It's like 39 to 40 FPS, at least right here. Keep in mind, this is me by myself in my own server. I did not want to embarrass myself in such a team-orientated game. Yeah, still not what I would exactly call playable in the FPS department, but so far this one's actually doing the best. I'm supposed to plant the bomb or something, unless that was just telling me that that's what the other guy can do. I don't know if it switches teams or whatever, if I was always on the bad guys team. I don't know. But I thought we were like good guys, like trying to stop bad people in this game. Like we were a bunch of cops or something, and this is our body cam. But I don't know. And you can ignore that like weird stuff where it looks like I'm kind of like going back. I figured this game was going to run like garbage, and it did, so I didn't bother running my Ethernet cord. I finally got that blasted thing. So now when we actually do like online games where I can actually play, unlike this one where we're getting like 42 FPS in a first-person shooter. Alright, well, we got like 3 minutes of footage here. Obviously, it's still not exactly the best. That's why I didn't want to go and join a real game with real people or anything. I figured this was going to be a total shit show on all these guys, but I still wanted to see. And honestly, this guy probably wins. I'd say it does better than the other two. I mean, the Ally probably could get frame rates like this if it would actually cooperate. Who knows? Maybe my Ally is just fucked up. I don't know. But let's go wrap this video on up, shall we? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for this video, and it went about as I expected. Not exactly the most playable FPS for a first-person shooter, but some people might consider it playable, but still wasn't playable enough for me, so I didn't want to go versus real people and embarrass myself and get everybody all pissed. I'll start doing that on the Asus G15 Advantage. It'll still be embarrassing, but I can at least play with real people, because we were only getting like 40 FPS on this and the Ally X, and that was by ourselves with maybe one person in the game on each time. I don't even know if anybody was in the game on the Ally. I never saw them, but I at least shot somebody and they shot me in this one. But still, obviously, it at least ran and didn't crash instantly, but I would definitely rather play this kind of game with at least 60 FPS. And obviously you could turn the frame gen on and it will tell you you're getting 60 FPS and all that stuff, but if you're not already getting 60 plus, I wouldn't even recommend turning on AMD's frame gen. NVIDIA's works a little differently, but even that one does not save you if you're getting like 10, 15 FPS. You can turn it on, it'll say you're getting 30, and you're still not going to feel like you're getting 30 FPS. It'll say you are, but you're really not. That's why I don't really like that shit. Like, if it actually makes your game smoother or whatever, and you're already getting like a good frame rate, cool. But I would not ever use it to try to go, oh, I'm getting 30 FPS. Now it says I'm getting 60. Hell yeah, 60 FPS experience. No. But anyway, still, I'm glad that some people like the thing. I don't want to sit here and just sound like, oh, I don't like something, it shouldn't exist. No, it's just not for me. So as long as everybody else enjoys using it, that is absolutely cool. It's just not something I like. Just like I don't really like DLSS and FSR being used for like 4090s just to get like 60 plus. I always figured that technology was going to be for like my Asus G15 Advantage. You know, it's getting up there in years. Sometimes I've got to turn on a little FSR to get playable frame rates. That's kind of what I figured it was going to be for, or to help the consoles out. But no, not for freaking top-of-the-line shit just to get playable FPS. That's a little silly. Just in my opinion, anyway. But DLSS is nice, at least on 4K. You can turn it on balanced and quality, and I don't really see a huge difference. The only thing is you can't sit there and say, I'm getting 4K, and then somebody will go, haha, you're a PC guy, you don't play at 4K, my console gets 4K, and then you're like, I don't even want to get into that with them. It's like, no, it doesn't. Anyway, though, that's all I got for you guys for this particular video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.